Hello there. It's been quite a time since I've done a video telling you what's going on with the mission. I still believe that I will progress to the further stages fairly soon now. I know I've thought that in the past and it goes on and on and on, but I believe even more strongly now. There are certain times when I suspect it could be now. So fear not anybody that's starting to waver in their belief that it will come to anything. When it starts, the next section of the mission, I shall be working on the perpetual motion theory with others. This is the generation of electricity with no inputs at all, no fossil fuels, no wind, no solar energy needed, which are lacking in certain climate situations. Fossil fuels, we all know, are problematical for the climate, and that's one of the main two reasons that the perpetual motion will be so important. Also, it will be a very cheap form of energy, so the bills will be really low, and that is going to solve the financial problems that are apparent in many countries, including this country, at the moment. Both the government-based electricity bills and the general public-based bills will be much lower. Therefore, the cost of living will be lower. The wage demands will be lower, leading to a better financial situation. This will apply in all countries that take up the perpetual motion, so it will be a great incentive for them to do so. And that could lead to quite a rapid spread of the scenario throughout the world once it gets going and is seen to be so good and beneficial. Also, there is the echo music, which I've put 2 or 3 tracks onto the internet to listen to that I did through an echo box some years ago now. And it's not just it's a blurry echo. It's difficult to describe. It's just a nice sound. It's not a beaty echo. It's a blurry sort of general echo sound. And you want to listen to the tune again once you've heard it. It's sort of addictive in a way, in a good way. It's addictive to want to listen to the tunes more. And I believe that will revolutionise the music industry worldwide. Once it gets going, it might be difficult to accept at first as being a bit of a strange sound, but once it's accepted, more and more tunes will, many more tunes will be attempted to be remastered. There'll be DJs using it, maybe your own equipment indoors to do it. All sorts of ideas, all forms of music could be involved. I've done classical music, echo versions in the past, and they sound great. From a disc, from a newspaper, free disc of classical music. And I did the tunes on there, the pieces, and they sounded great as well. Cinemas, theatres, all those old rock and pop musicals could come back in echo version, theatre shows, musical shows, music in films. The list goes on and on of the effect it's going to have. And the very important point is that there could well be, and I really hope this happens, that there could be royalties from the streaming that go towards the mission charity funds for humanitarian aid and many other charities and medical research and animal charities, homeless charities. all sorts of ideas could be supported by the Mission Charities Fund. I hope that people are willing to forego some of their profits if it can't be automatically done, knowing it's a charitable situation and the streaming can provide some of the mission money, knowing that it's going for good causes and there won't be any resistance to just a little bit of the money going towards that. With so much streaming going on, it's going to account for quite a large amount of money. Also, later on, I emphasise later on, there's going to be some new substances, I believe, feel-good substances, at least one, maybe two or more, and they will be a great advantage compared with the present substances, which can be harmful mentally. For some people, they definitely harm some, and I say some, people. I've seen the evidence. I know it for myself because I was in a passive smoke situation in an office for a year with dense smoke, and that's what's caused my mental health lifestyle for much of my life from then onwards. And there'll be no mental or physical problems, cheap, legal, easily accessible, so many advantages. I know some people probably don't want to change, but once they do change, they're going to find it's okay, and there will be less resistance towards that. So there's the perpetual motion, there's the echo, there's the new substances, the main three ideas of the mission. And of course, the climate change with the perpetual motion is very important to stop the increase of, or actually cause a decrease in the fossil fuel use, which is very controversial for some people, I know, but it has to be done. It's imperative that we're left alone with that project to carry that out for the sake of the world's climate, which is in terrible state at times, and also the even more serious problem of the rising sea levels with time that could be disastrous, cataclysmic for low-lying coastal areas and even inland, low-lying connected to the coast as the years go by. If we don't do anything, it's going to be a disaster of major levels. So that's the end of my speech now. Please don't despair with time as things don't happen for a while, but everything's going to work out fine. I know I don't seem the ideal person in some ways to do this, with my appearance, my complexion slightly is a bit dodgy, my teeth are an absolute disaster at the moment, but that's all going to be sorted. I have a partner in life, and that could lead to further circumstances, very nice circumstances. So that's just personally something to look forward to. I'll be clubbing again, with other people, something I yearn for in life. They're just selfish scenarios in my life. There will be some abuse, or a lot of abuse of me, possibly some dubious images, to say the least, that spread on the internet. I can see that as a possibility. Revenge tactics by harmful people. But that's just my sacrifice in life. It's nothing compared with what's going to be gained for the world. And also the pleasure that I've just mentioned for myself and other things. So that's it for now, folks. Keep your spirits up. Let's make the world a better place.